At just 16 years old, today's guest was 1/5 of arguably the UK's biggest ever boy band. As a member of Take That, they achieved 6 UK #1 singles, 3 UK #1 albums, and sell out stadiums worldwide. After flying solo at the age of 21, he went on to achieve huge success on his own with 19 studio albums, 34 top 40 UK singles, 17 Brit Awards, as well as numerous sold-out tours. Overall, he has spent an amazing 404 weeks inside the top 75. With over 75 million records sold worldwide, his success has made him one of the best-selling British solo artists of all time in the UK. Back here this year with his 11th studio album, The Heavy Entertainment Show, and making his debut here on Chart Show TV. Please welcome superstar Robbie Williams.
Oh my God, babe, well done.
A high five. How are you?
That's a high five for you.
Ah, thank you.
None of that is as impressive as being able to recite those statistics.
Those statistics are insane. How does it feel when you hear those back?
Actually, I was just watching your mouth and then I was listening to numbers. Yeah, it is insane. It's surreal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Robbie, we have missed you. You are a national treasure here in the UK.
And in other countries too.
Yeah, but you're ours. We're taking you as ours, Robbie.
Yeah.
Now, you have been non-stop since the age of 16 years old. Your breakaway after your 2013 album must have felt amazing.
This is where you're wrong, because I carried on working.
No.
Yeah. I may not have been on the TV or been doing interviews, but I went on tour to, it was a tour of places that I've never been or places that I haven't been in a long time. So I carried on touring. I was doing festivals and stuff last year, and I was in Abu Dhabi, and I went to Australia, and I was in Lithuania, and I was in all of these places that are, you know, off the beaten track. So I remain busy and I enjoy it, because in 2006, I did this world tour that completely caved my head in. And I sold the most amount of tickets ever sold in one day, Guinness Book of Records. Great achievement, wonderful. But it completely, I don't know, crashed my circuits, because I was like, hey, but I'm that, I would swear word, from Stoke-on-Trent that how have I managed to do this? And I couldn't justify it. It was so weird that at the end of the tour, I ended up in rehab. And then when I came out of rehab, I just sat on the sofa in a cashmere caftan, grew a beard, looked like a serial killer, was looking for UFOs, and ate crisps and Krispy Kremes and got really fat. But what happened to me is the sort of thing that happened to people when they retire, is the sort of, you know,
bored.
Where your body, you know, runs out of things to do, your mind turns to Swiss cheese. And 2009, I was like, oh, a man needs a purpose, a man needs a job. And since 2009, you know, I've been a working daddy, and a very hard-working daddy, and I'm enjoying it.
That's amazing. You're enjoying it again, and you look great.
Thanks, darling.
You look really good.
Thank you.
Now, we've got to talk about your single, Party Like a Russian. It's the first single from the new album. What I love about this single is your attitude. You absolutely own that track. When you sing it, you've just got this swag, and I'm like, oh, he's so good.
Oh, well, thanks very much, babe. You see, the thing is, I'm 42, and I've been saying this in other interviews. In pop star years, that's 1,076. And, you know, there might have been a case for me coming back, releasing a single, and it completely going missing. You know, so I had to come back with something bombastic, something with character, something that was saying something, and something that wouldn't be missed. And tick, 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 you know.
It stands out.
Yeah, it stands out, and, you know, it's caused, you know, international bants. Let's just say that's what's happened. There's been international bants.
Everyone likes to talk about something, don't they?
Yeah.
And you were the topic of conversation.
That's right.
Now, I heard it was based on the fact that you, at one point, were performing shows for Russian billionaires. Is that true?
If it was true, I would have signed a non-disclosure agreement, and I wouldn't be allowed to talk about it.
OK, moving on. The video looks awesome. Where did you film it?
I filmed it in a place called Hatfield House. It's just outside London, past Alstree. And it's the house where Queen Victoria learned as a 9-year-old or however old she was, that she was going to be the queen.
That's amazing.
So the bump said on the back of the leaflet for the house.
So I hope that's true.
Yeah.
So you filmed over 40 music videos. Do you still enjoy the process?
I wouldn't say it's a process that I've ever enjoyed.
Really?
Yeah, you get up
You just have to do it, I guess.
Well, you get up at sparrow's crack in the morning, just like ridiculous time in the morning, and then you spend all day there, and then you don't finish until 5 o'clock the next morning. And then when we had the budget to do it, they were 3-day shoots. So you just be tired and ratty, and then, you know, expected to do this thing for 3.5 minutes and then go back to your caravan or whatever it is and have another espresso to try and keep you going. But I like the results, you know. I like
when
that
you
there's,
see the
you know,
finished
there's a body of work, and
Yeah.
you know, I like it when there's an interesting idea.
Now, you are a pro at recording albums. Did this one feel any different from the others?
Basically, what's happened since 1996, when I started to write songs in earnest, was that all the albums have overlapped. So I've never stopped writing. You know, right now, the album hasn't even come out yet. I'm already writing the next one and the one after that. It's never sort of been, it's 12:30, it's Monday,
Yeah.
let's go in the studio and start to write the heavy entertainment show. There's no start and stop.
Yeah, it's an ongoing thing.
Yeah, you know, I neurotically worry about things, and I go fishing that day when I'm writing a song.
Just
and
to clear the
hope I
mind
can pull out a hit.
You certainly can, definitely with that one. Now, you are the ultimate showman, and your live tours reflect the music you write. The new album was written especially for performing live. Now, with that in mind, does it add any extra pressure to the mix?
What, for touring?
Yeah, so when you're writing your songs, right, this one I'm going to perform live, how do I make sure I get it spot on?
No, not really.
Yeah.
You know, I take the, I'm the conduit for people's good time. They pay good money to come and be entertained on that evening. And it's never anything other than 100% worry and panic and neuroses. It's never anything less than that. So it can't go through that level. At least I've not experienced that.
How do you do it?
Well, you know, it's my job, and, you know, I've been on stage, people have liked it, and then they bought tickets to see me again, and they keep coming, which is absolutely amazing. But like I say, I take that very, very seriously, making sure that I deliver what they've come to see.
And at the end of a show, do you go...
I do, you know.
Do you?
Yeah, well, whatever it is, whatever I've got that evening, I give 100% of myself, and I never come off going, yes, I always come off going, you know, but the yeses and the glory happen whilst you're on stage.
Yeah.
I've got the most amazing audience, so when there is the communion, I'm on form and they're on form, it's indescribable. There are no words to describe that feeling. But yeah, I come off stage and then go, right, bed.
Bed, I've got to go lie down.
Yeah.
Your longtime collaborator, Guy Chambers, who co-wrote iconic songs such as Angels and Let Me Entertain You, came back for this new album. What was it like working with him again?
I've been working with him for a few years, actually. He produced and we co-wrote the last album. It's called Swings Both Ways.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, so I can't remember the first day where we got back together because we fell out after the 5th album for various different reasons. And I can't remember the first day when I went, hey, do you fancy doing this? I think we've always been kind of in each other's lives, even if we weren't working. And there's an invisible, universal chord that pulls us back together, much like me and Take That. You know, there will always be this invisible chord that pulls us back together, and so it is with Guy Chambers too.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, the chemistry works.
Brandon Flowers of The Killers and Ed Sheeran also co-wrote singles for the album, both hugely successful. What do you think those two brought to the mix?
Their supreme talents and unique, universal vibes that the world have picked up on. I wrote a song with Ed called Pretty Woman. I was running out of ideas and running out of time with the album, and I was like, come on, think of something. Send an email. It was like putting up the bat signal to Ed. Have you got any hits?
Something.
And he saw the signal and got back to me, and he
How
went...
quick did he get back to you? Was it quite
It was in the same day, you know, it was in the same day. And, he sent me this song and I loved it. It was called Pretty Woman. I thought it was missing a chorus, so I added a chorus the next day in the studio. And it became the fully formed song that is Pretty Woman on the album. Amazing. And Brandon Flowers works with Stuart Price, who's my mate and also a producer of mine. And he'd just been out to the Joshua Tree working with Brandon, and he went, do you want to have a listen? I'm like, yes, please. Of course, I love the Killers. So I'm listening to this song and I'm thinking, I want that one. I want that one. Should I tell him I want that one? And, you know, shy bands getting out. So when the track finished, I was like, can I have that one?
You've got to pipe up and say something.
Yeah, and the Killers said yes. So I'm honoured and chuffed. And it's a different sort of texture to the album.
Yeah.
Because it's the Killers.
Exactly, I love the Killers.
Yeah.
Now, if this album goes to #1, then you will tie with Elvis Presley for the most #1 albums by a male solo artist. No pressure then, Rob.
Yeah. I think, you know, Elvis hasn't finished yet. Elvis has got an album coming out. The race is still on.
Okay, well, that's an exciting race. I can't wait to see the finish line. Now that the album is complete and being the entertainer that you are you looking forward to singing new material live?
Yeah, I am looking forward to singing new material live, but I also, always with live stuff, I revert to what I want to see as a punter.
Yeah.
And what I want to see as a punter when I go to see shows is those songs that I know. And, you know, if there's somebody that comes on and does 5 new ones in a row, I've got ADD, I can't cope with that. You know, so there'll be a smattering of new ones, but they'll be hidden out the way.
That's a good idea to kind of play it out, because I know what you mean. If I go to a tour and I hear 5 songs that I don't know, I'm like, oh,
yeah.
What do I do?
No, I want that shared experience.
Yeah, I think that's a really good
And I don't
idea.
want that shared experience to be uncomfortable.
Yeah, cool. I'm excited.
Okay.
Now, are your kids going to be joining you on tour when you eventually go?
They're not old enough to play anything yet, but they will be with me when they can be. Yeah.
In the wings.
The Von Williamses will be travelling together.
Amazing. Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Now, you are the most awarded musician in Brit Award history, 17 in total, and it's recently been announced that you will be honoured your 18th this year when you will be awarded the Brits Icon trophy, following in the footsteps of greats such as Elton John and David Bowie. That kind of blows my mind just reading that. How does that make you feel? It
feels the same way hearing it and embodying it and being the person that's going to receive that award. And weirdly, you know, it's like I'm a neurotic, cracked person. And as a neurotic, cracked person, when somebody gives you... How does it feel when somebody gives you a compliment?
It does make you feel good. But also I always feel like, oh, really? Do you know what I mean?
There you go.
You go, oh...
Well, I feel a mixture of both of those, and it's just depending on how much sleep I get that I feel the good bit or the bad bit.
Yeah.
And I think that with compliments, I find them incredibly difficult to receive. I don't think I deserve them. And so it is with this award. But I shall go and humbly receive it, and there's going to be an audience listening to my songs, and it's my duty to entertain them, so I will.
And where do you keep your Brit Awards that you've got? Where are they?
I've given a lot away.
No.
Yeah. Wayne Rooney's got one.
Amazing.
Wayne Rooney's got one, yeah.
Why did you give them away?
Because he got injured before a World Cup a long time ago, and I just wanted him to be well and go to the World Cup. And I don't know, I was just in LA one day and I was having a mad moment, and I went, send Wayne Rooney, this Brit. Tell him I want him to be better. Maybe the power of the Brit will help. So Wayne Rooney's got one. Phil Taylor, the darts player, might have one. My dad's got one. My mum's got one.
I love that you've given them out.
Well, what I wanted to do was like swap them for other people's awards that I could never have.
That's such a good
So like a BAFTA for a comedy of some sort. I wanted David Williams to give me his BAFTA,
Yes.
and I'd swap my Brit. You know, stuff that I'd never be able to achieve in my life.
Did Wayne give you anything back, like a football
Pair of
trophy?
boots.
Did
That he played in. Yeah, he signed them and he played in the World Cup in them.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it is, isn't
What
it?
a good idea.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, Robbie, sadly, our chat has come to an end. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah.
Good luck with the brand new album.
Thanks very much.
I'm looking forward to you entertaining me on tour when you come back.
And I shall. You'll be more than welcome.
So we're going to sign out with a classic Robbie Williams music video. Which one would you love to see?
I would like people to see Rock DJ.
Oh, cool. Let's check it out right now. Robbie Williams, Rock DJ on Chart Show TV. Enjoy it.